Hey guys, it's Kim Dao here. Welcome back to my channel. It is another day of the Sony trip. This is day 2, so I am going to head down to the lobby now to meet everyone and yeah, off to our first destination. I'm excited. We are in a hanbok rental store and we are going to wear hanbok and go to the palace to walk around and take lots of photos. Really excited because I have worn hanbok a few times. Oh, this way? Yes, I'm going up. I'm going here.
There's a lot of steps there, actually.
So everyone's taking the stairs. I'm taking the lift, man.
Stairs or the elevator?
Elevator.
What floor are we going to?
Lazy people in here.
Okay. What floor? I'm closing.
So these ones here are the more traditional ones and these ones are more of the fancier ones. Okay, so I've chosen my hanbok and we're gonna put them on now. Feels like everyone's going for the fancier one, but I'm going for the traditional. I have changed successfully in my hanbok. I'll show you guys in the mirror. I'm wearing my Ravenfall bow that I got at USJ. 2 years ago when I came to Korea, I wore a hanbok, but it's more of like the casual style. My very first time I came to Korea, I wore a hanbok at the palace, but they literally gave us only like 5 minutes and then we had to change quickly because it was like some special free rental thing. It's looking good. I just actually changed to another one because they told me the one I was wearing, it was too big for me. So yeah, I got this one instead. So this is the one I changed to. So this is the pink color and then I got this white one with some gold detailing and like daisies on it. So cute. So
how's it feel?
Yeah, it feels good. So apparently the other one was too big for me, so they told me to wear this one. Oh, it's so bright. We are at the Changdeokgung Palace and we are going to walk inside in these beautiful hanbok and take photos. I haven't been here in like 5 years. The first time I came to Korea, I went to one of these palaces and yeah, that's the only time I ever went. So it's nice to be back. Through the palace and there's some really nice photo spots here. Just trying to find some spots where there are less people. I think the weather is actually quite nice today. I was a bit scared that I was going to be freezing in this, but no, it feels good. Thank you, Uniqlo. When you go deep into the palace, it's a lot more quiet. So we just took a bunch of photos. Can't wait to edit them. Got changed out of our costumes. Now we're just going to go to 7-Eleven. I'm going to grab a bad coffee. Sorry, I need it off. This one's my favourite.
Yes.
We'll get a yogurt jelly. I love these. Okay, I'm going to drink another coffee. Second one today, but I just need a bit of a sugar hit. Butter chips. Love these. These are so good, guys. We are now at Bukchon Hanok village and this place is really beautiful because of all the olden buildings and it's a really good place to take Instagram photos. So I think it would be really nice if you actually wore a hanbok and then walked around in this place wearing them. It's such a beautiful place, but unfortunately because of all the tourists coming here the past couple of years, they put up signs everywhere saying to be quiet and keep your voice down and stuff because I think it just gets a bit rowdy here. lunchtime. We're gonna get some chicken soup. We are in this building. It's called the K-Style Hub. It's also like a tourism area where all tourists can go in and look at all the exhibitions and get some information about traveling to Korea. So we are in the culinary section right now. So you can see a bunch of different things.
We have a camera called the RX0. It's a little compact camera. The form factor is pocketable, waterproof, crushproof, all that kind of stuff. Really neat. However, this morning we announced a second generation to that camera, and we are very fortunate that our friends at Sony Korea have invited us to the global launch event.
So we are here for the product launch of the Sony RX0 Mark II. Hi.
Okay, guys, maybe
You.
Sean's got the grab the camera.
So I'm gonna take this one.
If you could please, thank you.
Thank you.
We're playing Jenga, like this one.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
Okay.
I want one of these. Like, look how small that is. You can just vlog secretly and people won't know, so people won't stare at you. This is so cool. This is so cool. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm vlogging on the new Sony RX0 Mark II. I'm just gonna grab some food. Vlogging with the new camera right now, so okay. Kind of struggle. So I have this translation device because I can't speak Korean. So I'm gonna eat some of this food.
How's the burger? I'm about to have that.
Yeah, I might go get another one.
We already got two.
You got this.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's so like...
Just do it. Just do it. Commit. You'll be right. Yes. Yes.
Alright guys, I am back in the hotel and oh my gosh, today was so much fun. So we just came back from a Sony event. They were launching a new camera. So what happened was, well, Sony Australia, for this whole trip, they haven't told us what we are doing because they are trying to keep it all a surprise, which is really good because, you know, it's just so much more fun that way. So they didn't tell us about this event until like 10 minutes before we arrived. They told us that the event is the global launch for the new Sony RX0 Mark II. So we were all super pumped about it. They told us that they would give us the camera to use, but we're not allowed to keep it. Like, we use it for the event and then afterwards we have to give it back. So I was like, okay, that's fair enough because, you know, they just gave us this Alpha 6400, so, you know, it makes sense. And also because the product just came out, it's just there for us to test out and stuff like that. So, you know, I was vlogging a little bit on the camera because I was just testing it out. I was playing around with all the functions and stuff, but mainly I was vlogging on this camera just because I didn't think that I would be able to keep the footage on the RX0. So, you know, the night went on and I got to talk to a lot of different people. I got to see my friend Ricky again. I was really happy today because I was feeling super grateful that I get to work with one of my favorite brands, because prior to this trip I was using my Sony RX100 Mark VI, and yeah, I've been vlogging with that for so long, and I was seriously considering upgrading my main channel camera to the A7, but I decided not to in the end just because like there's no flip screen. But anyway, they had a makeup station, so I was doing that, but then our bus arrived, so then we had to rush off into our bus, and I was like, oh, what about the camera? Like, do we just give it back here? And they told us, oh, just bring it onto the bus and we'll take it from you on the bus. I was like, okay, sure. We got on the bus and then they told us that we actually get to keep the camera. So I was like, what? I was so happy and excited because, guys, when I was playing around with this camera, I was so happy. I spoke to the staff and they were teaching me all these different functions, and the more they were telling me, the more I fell in love with this camera. Like, it's such a small camera, it's perfect for vlogging. Like, you guys know me, I get very shy when I vlog in public, especially when I'm in Australia, and that's what put me off vlogging in Perth, because when you walk around in Australia with a vlog camera, you tend to get stared at a lot more compared to Asia. I feel like in Asia, it's a bit more normal, but in Australia it's really not, because there aren't that many people vlogging around in Australia. But if you compare Japan and Korea, there's so many people vlogging and all the travelers, you know, vlogging themselves. That's why I kind of stuck to using my Canon Vixia, which, okay, I know a lot of you guys complain about my Canon Vixia because of the distorted lens, and also the stabilization was really bad on that camera, so I totally understand. But I use that camera a lot in Australia just because it didn't look like a camera and people didn't stare at me. And then I ended up getting the iPhone XS and I vlog with that because I feel like vlogging on your phone, it's a bit more normal than carrying around a camera. So I found that I felt more comfortable doing that. But this camera, like, it can fit in my hand, so I can just walk around like this, and I mean, I might get stared at a little bit. It's just such a small camera that you just don't know that it's a camera. So yeah, it's just perfect. And also, gosh, the flip screen, this is what makes this camera amazing. I'm gonna end this video here, guys, because it's, what time? It is 11 o'clock. I have to edit some videos, so yeah, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Once again, I don't know what's happening because Sony has kept everything a secret, but I do know we are going to Gangnam at night time, since we were told that we'll get some free time as well, so it's gonna be fun. Alright guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. See you next time. Bye.